Stu here with Raid Shadow Legends. We have some new news. We have the double summon event, and we have 9 new dwarves that were just added to the game also. So look at the double summons. We have it for Void Shards, Epic, 16%, right? Legendary, 1%, 16% for an Epic Void. That's really good. We won't see this again for a while. They've been rotating this, yes. They've been doing it also for Ancient Shards. So hold your summons. Always hold your summons no matter what, and wait, because it seems like it's been a monthly thing. I'm not 100% on that, but it seems like every month they've been trying to do some kind of double summon event. I'm sure it's making a lot of money for them in sales. It's good for us too. We get a chance to get some really good champions. Even if not legendary, we get a chance for good epic champions. So let's go over here and look at the new news for the new dwarves. We get some Lord of the Ring dwarves in here. Look at them. Look at this girl right here with that stripe for a shirt. Let's go over here and look. I'm gonna keep this up here on the second monitor so I can read it, and we'll jump into. So it did say that they have 9 new. We're happy to announce that the beard count in Raid has increased dramatically with 9 new dwarves available starting now. Well, I hope this lady doesn't have a beard, or this lady, but still we've got some new dwarves in here. So let's go check them out. So we do have 1 legendary. The first one is over here. They'll all be in the dwarves, so easy to do. Let's see this new legendary. It's a female dwarf. She is looking pretty cool. She is thick. Like, really thick, but she looks really cool, huh? She looks like she could be a giant here, but she is just a dwarf. I like her. I like her a lot. The hammer is really sweet. Even this headpiece, they've done a really good job on her. Let's check her out. Very high HP. Really high attack too, and good defense, 100 speed. Okay, she's good all over. Let's see what kind of skills. Attacks one enemy 2 times at the 50% chance, 60% chance maxed out to place a stun debuff for 1 turn after the second hit. That's pretty cool. Only 1 chance. You don't get 2 chances, but still a chance to stun. 60% chance to stun on your normal skill. Let's see. She has an attack 1 enemy, then attacks all other enemies with a second hit, dealing 60% of the damage inflicted from the first hit. Okay, now we have a skill like this. We have this on Lua, the Void Epic. Now what that does though, it attacks 1 enemy and then spreads that damage, half of that 1 damage on everybody else. So it's not a lot. It doesn't actually spread that fixed number. It takes the half of that damage and then spreads that damage out to everybody else. So it's not a lot. She's a legendary. She might work differently. I don't know. I really hope she does, because I'm sure she's going to hit really hard first on that 1 enemy, and then the rest are going to take a pretty good sizable hit. We'll have to see how it works out, if it works like Lua or not. And then Forge Rhythm. Attack all enemies has a 70% chance to place a stun debuff for 1 turn. Places an HP debuff for 2 turns on enemies under stun debuffs. Places an extra hit on an enemy not under stun debuff. Okay, so here we go. If they're not under a stun, so if they say they have a immunity to debuffs up or something like that, then they will be places an extra hit on that enemy, not under stun. That's pretty sweet. 2 hits. It could be very strong. It's on a 5-turn cooldown, and then places an HP burn debuff for 2 turns on enemies under stun. Could be pretty sweet. I like all these stuns. I like her synergy with stuff. There's not a lot of other champions out there that do a crazy amount of stuns, but we can just get some stun gear, we'll get some stun artifacts on people. This champion's resistance increases by 10 for each stun debuff this champion places on enemies, stacks across each round and battle up to 100. 100 resistance, that's pretty crazy. This champion's speed increases by 5% for each enemy currently under HP burn. Only counts active HP burn debuffs. Stacks up to 15. Okay, so it only goes up to 15 speed, and you'd have to have Ignatius or somebody with other HP burns applying them to people. So, and then increase attack in all battles by 36%. Okay, pretty cool. All in attack. I like her though. I really like the way she looks. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Is Burdal Fellhammer. He is gonna be, here he is. Okay, look at him. Look at this dude. He looks crazy. Look at that mouth. He's like, argh, he's ready for battle. All right, they're stepping up their dwarf game for sure. Compared to the first dwarves that we saw, the artwork, this is much better. Seriously, much better. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times each. It has a 30% chance of placing 100%. So it goes up to 40% chance to place the 100% heal. So this could be good for, what is he? He's a void. Okay, this could be good for Fire Knight. Attack 1 enemy 3 times. Places a shield buff on this champion equal to 30% of the damage inflicted for 3 turns. 3-turn cooldown. Again, Fire Knight. And then places a counterattack buff on the champion for 1 turn at the start of each round. Placing a counterattack buff on this champion for 1 turn at the end of their turn. So this guy's always going to have counterattack buff on him and always be doing block heals and hitting twice. Definitely good stats too. Low defense though. Low defense for 60 for sure. But he's got good HP. But man, that defense is super low. This is a guy that might actually benefit from flat defense as opposed to defense percentage. I'm not 100% on that, but that is really low. But man, he is for sure going to be somebody for Fire Knights 20 or, you know, a lot of other things. So I'm sure he'll be fun. He looks really fun. Who else do we have on this list? We have Rearguard Sergeant. He should be Rearguard Sergeant. This is the female again. So she looks pretty wild. You can't even see her because she's all plated up. Let's see what she's got. So really high defense. Maybe she does defense damage, HP, and a little bit low speed. Yep, she does damage based off of defense. Attack one enemy, 50% chance to play 60% decreased defense. Buff for 2 turns. That's very strong. She is an epic. Yep, that's very strong. And then attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance to place a 50% decreased debuff for 2 turns. Heals the champion by 20% on a 3-turn cooldown off of defense damage. I want this. I want this. Let's see what else she has. Places a protect ally buff and 15 continuous heal on all allies except this champion for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Wow. Increase all force. Okay, that doesn't. Oh, she's force. Okay, it doesn't matter. Even though she's force, you know I don't like force because Spider's 20 and because Ice Golem's 20, but still you can bring them in there. I mean, this girl does decrease defense, decrease attack, AoE on a 3-turn cooldown, 75% chance to apply it, heals herself, then does a protect allies. So whenever they're attacking your weaker champions, she's taking 50% of the damage and puts a continuous heal, and she's healing them on a 3-turn cooldown. Wow. This one is the one to go for sure. If you get her, level her up. If you're having problems going through Dragons 20, which you need to go through Dragons 20 for everything in the game, anything in the game, it doesn't matter what it is. Do Dragons 20, get lifesteal gear, get speed gear, get the focus gear, accuracy gear. Use the lifesteal and everything from faction war to clan boss to anything in the game, and then, you know, do what you need to do with speed as well for arena or anything else in the game. But you will use lifesteal gear. You will do dragons, and this girl will get you through any kind of content. She really will. I can't wait to. I want to get her and 6-star her and play her as soon as possible. So that was the Rearguard Sergeant. Now we're down. So we only had 2 epics, which were very good epics. And we have Madman is the next one. Let's see, who is the Madman? This guy looked like a madman. Here he is. Here he is. Okay, so this guy again. He looks pretty wild. Let's see. He is a rare now. Keep in mind these are rares. Attack one enemy, has a 50% chance of attacking all other enemies with a second hit, dealing 30% of the damage inflicted from the first hit. So might not hit that hard. Attack all enemies, heals the champion by 10% of the damage inflicted if this champion's current HP is below 50% on a 3-turn cooldown. AoE. This is another conditional AoE. Attack one enemy, ignore 30% of the target's defense, and goes through block shields and everything else. Okay, so based off of attack. Okay, so he's a rare he's not a bad rare. We've seen some terrible rares out there. We have a lot of bad rares. This one actually isn't that bad of a rare, so that's good for us. Madman, we have Painsmith. Where is Painsmith? Painsmith, here we go. Let's look at him. He definitely looks wild. All right, so we have a Painsmith who attacks one enemy off of attack. He has low HP, low defense, regular attack, I guess, and attacks one enemy. Enemies killed by this kill cannot be revived. Place a block debuffs buff on this champion for 2 turns if this attack kills somebody. So pretty situational. And attack one enemy, damage increased by 50% if the target has no active buffs. So this guy is just pretty much a rare, and he's void. So he isn't big on my list. And who else do we have? So maybe we'll get some heals here. Runic Warden and Chemist sounds pretty interesting. So where's Runic Warden? Runic Warden. Here we go. He looks really sweet. I like that. I like this one. This one looks cool. So he has high HP. Defense is okay. Attack is very low. Doing damage off of HP. Okay, nice. So this is a rare. Keep in mind again, these are rares. A rare that does damage based off of HP and has high HP is very good. Attacks 2 times. Attacks 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff. So it goes up to 30, 40, 50. That's really nice. It's on a 3-turn cooldown though, but still, anytime you can get that attack down is good. Places a reflect and continuous heal, the small ones,
on all allies for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Okay, again, this guy looks like another really good one for Fire Knight. Fire Knight 20. Any of the Fire Knights, it doesn't matter, but especially for Fire Knight 20, bring him in. He's going to do Reflect, which means you're going to get, if your whole team has Reflect and gets hit by the Fire Knight, that takes away 5 of his shields. You're not trying to do damage off the Reflect, you're just taking away his shield count. So immediately you'll go from 10 to 5, and then he also attacks twice. My kids are outside playing right now if you can hear them. I'm sure you've heard them the whole time. Apologize for that, they're in the pool. So we have Stout Axemen. We have, let's see, okay. Yeah, they really have upped their Dwarf game, and I'm happy because Dwarves are really cool, and I want to see more of them in the game. Again, high HP, the rest of it's kind of low. Does damage based on foot attack, 1 enemy, and reflect damage buff on this champion for 2 turns. Reflect damage buff on a random ally for 2 turns. Provoke 3 turn. Okay, I don't really like that. Heals the champion by 50% of the damage taken while under a reflect damage buff. Also 25% of the increase all attacks debuffs by 1 turn. Also has a 25% chance of increasing the duration of all attackers debuffs by 1 turn when hit while under reflect damage. Interesting. So again, this guy isn't void, but we have another champion that has a chance to extend debuffs. So if you're early game clan boss and you don't have anybody to extend, again, he has to be hit, so it's not as effective as somebody like Warlord or somebody like Septimus. It's not as effective because they're attacking a lot. They're attacking more often than their actual boss is attacking, usually. Now, even having somebody like this, though, I think his is 30% for what? Our other guy here. Bulwark. Yeah, 30% chance of extending all the duration of all debuffs by 1. But Bulwark is void, and this one is just a regular magic. So, was it this one? Was it this one? Was it? No, it's the one over. Okay, it was Stout. So that's really cool. That gives you something else because the rest of this stuff isn't that great, but you do get Reflect on a 3-turn, on a 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown, and a Provoke could be useful. I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. I like this one better, Bulwark, because he has the weaken and the burn. But you know, like I said, it's not void, so that's pretty cool. We have one more. Oh, Chemist and Tunnel Steward are uncommon. Okay. Oh, that's sad. I was hoping these would be. He looks different. He looks like a little assassin rogue, right? Attacks 2 times, attack 1 time, but their stats are too low. I mean, that HP is way too low for you to do anything in the game with, and that defense too. It's just too much. Attack 1 enemy, and it's nothing. All right, so we have Line Infantry, Slicer, Tunnel Steward. Here we are. He looks pretty sweet too with his little crossbow and his tattoo going down his eye there. 25% chance of placing a small poison. Goes up to 35, and 2 random debuffs on the target by 1 turn. 3-turn cooldown, attacks an enemy has a 50% chance of increasing the duration of 2 random debuffs on the target by 1 turn. That's not worth it either. Look at that. Are you telling? At level 60, this guy's got 9,000 HP. Wow, this guy's never going to see play. It'll be so dead so fast. It's crazy. Base stats like that do make a big difference, especially when they're that low. That is insanely low. So let's recap. The Dwarves. This girl looks amazing. She's got a lot of cool stuff. I really would love to have her and play around with her. She's not overpowered, I don't think, with the stuff we saw at all. Not at all overpowered, but she looks really cool. Looks very cool. The 2 epics are amazing. I like this guy. I really think this girl is going to carry. This girl is going to carry so many people through so much content. It's going to be very helpful, very helpful. So if you get a chance to get the Rearguard Sergeant, use this one if you need help going through content, if you're not already blasting through it. As far as that, man, that's it. So we got some new Dwarves that are very amazing, and we've got options now for the Dwarves. I like it. I like it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments below on what you think about the new Dwarves, about your summons. We've got the Void Summons, double chance. Also, we've got, you know, new Dwarves in the game, so go ahead and spin your Ancient Shards if you want to. Or you can wait till, you know, maybe next month when they have double Ancient Shard as well. Save up. Who knows? But I'll see you all on the next video.